Greetings, Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. Welcome to your reading for 3 by Ama Lightworker. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. When you subscribe, please remember to turn on the notification bell and to set it to the all settings. This way, you are going to be notified for every activity on this YouTube channel. Please remember, these are general readings, and if you'd like to have a private consultation with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. My contact information is listed down here below in the Show More description box. For those of you who would like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac, available for download and purchase through Vimeo.com. And for those of you who are interested, the Vimeo link is posted again down here below in the Show More description box. Listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign because it will provide you with additional information. The first portion of this reading will be an Akashic Records reading, where I am passing on to you the messages for your sign coming to you from the Akashic Records, which is the dimension closer to God. After that, I will open a few tarot cards for you and to see what additional messages the tarot cards will be revealing for you. So now, Virgo, Sun, Rising, and Moon, without further ado, let's focus on this Akashic Records reading for the month of 3. You have to be very careful with your choices and your selections. It is now time for you, Virgo, to feel more aligned to the energy. You know, sometimes you're trying to do something, but time is against you or the circumstance does not work in your favor. So that means that you have not been working with energy. Now, remember, you are going to notice and witness it yourself, that you are now in the flow of energy. You are now aligned with the energy. For many of you Virgos, timing is going to be of the most importance. You have to deal with timing issues and important deadlines. Many of you are bound to have some successful collaborations when you collaborate with others in anything that you like to start right now, especially into anything that you like to start off the ground. Your energy, your willpower, your ideas, your enthusiasm, it is now going to be more welcomed. Many of you are going to be invited to share your thoughts, to share your ideas, to share your opinions, or to share your wisdom. This will be happening in the family and relative circle. This could be happening in your friendship or social circles. This will be happening for some of you in your work environment. Some of your achievements are not going unnoticed. Many of you are getting ready, one step at a time, getting ready to take on a new relationship for some of you, or to take on a new endeavor in your life, to take on a new project, or even to take on a new business, or to expand a business that you have. It is like you are switching, you are flipping some sort of a magical button inside of you, because now you're going to feel how precious little moments in life are. You are coming from a place when you understand how important life is and how important it is to live well, to be healthy, but also to enjoy your life. Some of you are going to be preparing now to to make some arrangements, to make some plans about upcoming future trips. Some of you find yourself traveling now in October. Other ones could be looking into making travel arrangements now for future upcoming travels. I see November is being indicated as a month where a lot of you Virgo end up having a short trip or a long distance trip. I'm also getting the sense that something will be annulled or canceled, and that will turn out to be in your favor. For some of you, this has been exactly what you have been praying for. A contract, a situation, something to be canceled or annulled. For some of you, this is a marriage contract. It could be a purchase, void, annulled, canceled, because some of you are going to be reimbursed for something. You are now getting ready to have a new plan for your life, to have a new vision for your life. You are going to have questions how to incorporate each and every step into this new plan, into this new vision. You are getting closer to what is your higher purpose in life, especially for those of you who have been questioning, what is purpose? Okay, what am I here to do? Okay, this message seems particularly important to you. Many of you Virgos will be communicating with higher spiritual realms. Some of you will be getting important messages in your dreams. Try to remember your dreams or try to take notes of your dreams in October. Some of you are going to be communicating with a medium. You'll be getting a message from somebody who has crossed over, okay, during this time. You'll be choosing to take a course or to read a book or to take a workshop that allows you to explore other spiritual realms or even to teach you to communicate better. So it could be a communication type of course or a course where it feels like mediumship. Some of you are developing an interest in mediumship, communicating with dead people, and I'm also shown some of you having an interest in communicating with angels. You are also going to feel very practical. Okay, is this practical for me to do? Okay, I see a lot of you cleaning, arranging, rearranging everything around your house or a particular area in your house. Many of you are getting your ducks in a row because I see of you doing some research, contacting offices, making appointments with important institutions. So it feels like some of you are getting ready to launch something that requires a permit, a license, a business license, or something to be registered. You're going to feel sometimes that your energy is low. Okay, so if you have those days when you feel that you need to rest more or sleep more, then you have to listen to your body. I also see a lot of you having fun, staying late at night, connecting or getting to know new people in new social settings, in new social endeavors. Some of you could be working into further expanding your acquaintance circle, your online communities that you belong to, and also networking. It feels like a lot of you Virgos are networking, and it may lead to you discovering new opportunities for you to land some sort of a contract that you desire to have, to sign at this time. This could be about, this contract could be about a new deal, about a new client, or even about a new job. So all sorts of collaborations will feel very lucky. You'll be having a lot of fun collaborating with other people or partnering up in a different sense. You also have to be very aware of what your body allows you to do right now? How is your health? Do you need to do anything to address any health issues, or simply to check up on yourself, on your physical body? What is physically possible for you to do, and what is physically impossible for you to do? Because some of you could have a tendency to overdo it if you are exercising, if you are on a diet, if you are taking supplements, or for some reason you are on a health journey here. So try to not overdo it. Some of you will also have a tendency to overwork, okay? So remember, the key to your success is everything in moderation. I am also shown some of you having to see a dentist, dental work being done. You have to let go of some of your old issues. For some of you, these are emotional issues, clearing up your emotional house. For other ones, it's going to be about suddenly you understanding yourself better, a circumstance better, another person better, being open to a different perspective, to a different point of view, to different ideas. It could be during this time that you end up changing your mind, shifting your thinking, because the way how you think doesn't work for you anymore, okay? Life is now different for you, so you cannot think, okay, like you used to, the old thinking, the old ways. So you are going to find yourself mentally open to new ideas, new ways of navigating through your daily life and through your daily routines. I'm also shown some of you preparing to welcome somebody new into your life. You could be preparing during this time to welcome a new child in your life, a new grandchild, a niece, a nephew, or someone, any of your relatives or a friend having a child, and you'll be looking forward to that moment. You are going to feel that now you are bonding and now you have a connection. Some of you have felt disconnected from your purpose, disconnected from certain people that you like to get closer to. Maybe in the work environment, you don't feel like you belong and you are connecting. Now you're going to feel that a certain sense of bonding is taking place. For some of you, it could be about a friend, okay? Now you're going to find something to bond over it. But most importantly, you're going to feel that somehow you are more confident in your own self, okay? Everybody has a soul home base to return to, okay? Sometimes it's not about your physical home. It's about feeling at home with yourself, in your heart, in your mind, in your body. And you are going to be able to find this spiritual home. Where is it that you belong? You are also advised not to rush into anything without properly considering the pros and the cons, without properly taking a look at a contract, without properly looking at possible delays, possible variations of what could happen. So pay attention to the necessary details and to the necessary information, and don't waste your time into unnecessary delays. It's important that you talk about the elephant in the room rather than something that is not of an importance at all. So you have to prioritize your time. You have to prioritize your project. So check in back with yourself. What used to be a priority before, that is changing. So your priorities will be changing, and you need to be open and allow for that to happen. Many of you could be communicating with a parent or a grandparent or someone older, okay? You could be having conversations with another family member about making arrangements for a parent, for a grandparent, how to take care of them, how to take care or how to help with their health challenges that they be having during this time. An old conversation about an inheritance, about will of power, power of attorney, could be back on the table again. You find yourself even preparing for whenever that needs to happen. You know who's going to take care of who, okay, in the family, okay? But there are going to be talks about a possible inheritance, okay? Or even inheritance already happened, you'll be having a conversation around it. I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac, available for download and purchase for those of you who are interested through vimeo.com, and the link for that is posted down here below in the show more description box. No, I am not done yet with your reading. I have already opened a few cards from different tarot decks to see what additional messages are showing up for you. Virgo, the first card that shows up for you is the Queen of Swords. Now, this card could represent a person or could represent a situation. If it represents a person, usually it represents a person of the zodiac sign Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. It represents a lawyer, a therapist, someone to go to because they seem to have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, somebody who also step in to offer to you some help or advice from his or her experience. I am told that for some of you, this could be a daughter, someone that you consider like a daughter to you, or age-wise, okay, or age-wise, they could be your daughter. For some of you, they are talking about your daughter-in-law. They could be stepping in to help you with something, to sort out certain affairs, or to help you, to guide you with some of your choices presented to you right now. So this person will help you to kind of narrow down from this a pool of opportunities is opening up to you. And you kind of like, do I take this opportunity? Like, what do I do? So this person, Queen of Swords, they step in to help you. For some of you, this Queen of Swords could be a psychic, a therapist, somebody who does energy work, or someone who is deeply intuitive, and you may be hiring them to get a reading from them to sort out from these opportunities being presented to you. The next card that you have is the Empress card. This card means abundance, but it also represents a female figure, a mother or a mother-like figure that could be in the living or has passed on. It also represents emotions, abundance, long or short distance travel, and to me it also represents a pregnancy. So for some of you, you could be receiving news of a pregnancy. You are going to feel that you are being honored by being put in charge of an event. You could be organizing a gathering, a celebration. You'll be inviting people over for like a special luncheon or a special dinner. In some part of the world, could be some sort of a holiday being celebrated. So you could be arranging for this gathering to happen to celebrate this holiday. You have to give up something that no longer works for your body. And even though it's a gathering, it's a celebration, I'm showing of you Virgos, trying to follow some instructions. And these instructions are about, it feels like you have consulted with a healthcare specialist, a nutritionist, a dietitian, or a doctor. And some of you are trying not to overeat, okay? You have a tendency to overeat. You are trying not to overeat. Avoiding certain types of sugars. Not all of them, but certain types of sugars. And I see of you trying to avoid junk food at this gathering, at this party, or throughout the month. You are about to receive some blessings. Some of you could be getting a blessing during a religious ceremony, visiting holy places. Some of you are going to be communicating with a spiritual teacher or a spiritual mentor. And in that way, you are going to feel that emotional blessings are being bestowed upon you. For some of you Virgos, I'm shown that you now be allowed, entitled, or qualified to teach a spiritual course, to teach, to give instructions, so to kind of lead a group of people, even if it is in the capacity of a supervisor or a manager. The next card that you have is spiritual growth. And I like it when the Akashic Records, give me a message, and then out of nowhere, these are cards from different tarot decks, and boom, it's a card that says exactly that, because I never know what kind of messages will come through. Spiritual growth. This card indicates that some of you during this time, you could be connected to spiritual retreats, workshops. You'll be teaching, you'll be attending them, or making arrangements for that to happen. There is a time in everybody's life when you feel that you are maturing. Every stage, every decade of your life has a certain sense of you maturing. And you are going to notice your own sense of maturity, how much you have grown. For other Virgos, this is more about your spiritual maturity. You are learning more from your skill, from your abilities, from practicing. You are getting better and better at a job that you have. If you are someone who has a spiritual type of business, or you are learning more about different spiritual services, during this time, you end up learning more or trying to launch your own spirituality-based services. You also need to slow down and to focus in rearranging, aligning some of your chakras in your body. For some of you, I'm shown that you need to drink some water if you are a Virgo who has a tendency not to drink water. That end up facilitating your the food digestion, the digestive tract. Because I'm shown some of you having some problems in the restroom. Okay, meditation and prayer seem also to have a lot of power for you now, because of you are going to be able to manifest a desire, a wish, and in order for you to facilitate this to happen sooner, it feels like you are going to be drawn to either prayer or meditation. Another card that shows up for you is fun time. It means that you could be attending a concert, a party, or generally speaking, you are going to get more enjoyment out of life. Your life could be more fun than before because internally you have grown. Okay, you let go and release of anything that you needed to let go and release. So now you get more enjoyment out of life. Some of you end up meeting a person at a concert, at a gathering, at a gala, at a party, or in some sort of a meeting through work. Okay, there could be like a work conference or some sort of an event associated with your work that you end up feeling connected to this new person in your life. For some of you, this new person end up being a situation when you flirt with this person back and forth, so there's some sort of a romantic feelings here. But for other ones, they end up being a friend, and in due time, this friend in the future end up creating a successful alliance with you. The next card that you have, and I'm going to go back because for some of you, it does feel that you have a lot to learn from relationships, all sorts of relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, the relationship within a marriage. And it does feel that a lot of you have been growing emotionally or spiritually in that way. The next card is the self-employment card. I will read what the card says for you. You are born an entrepreneur, and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So if you are thinking of opening a business, it does feel that the energy is aligning to make that happen for you. If you already have a business, this could be the time where you are going to be called to expand on the business that you have. You are going to have a great deal of luck into finding the right employees if you are the one in charge of hiring, either on behalf of your company or on behalf of the company that you work for. I'm also getting the sense that work opportunities are also, it feels like a door opened up and suddenly, you have all of these job opportunities or opportunities to grow in your career. But at the same time, you also want to pay attention to how do you take care of your body, your health. Is there anything that you need to address right now in terms of your physical body, your health? Do you need to exercise? Do you need to eat better? Exercise seems to be helping some of you to channel some of that extra energy into doing something. Not necessarily that you have to exercise, but some of you are going to have this extra, like this spur of energy that you want to channel into physical work or physical exercise. And this card also calls for you to continue to pray, to meditate. So do something where you are addressing your life or your work situation or your business. You are covering, the energy part of it. You are praying, you are meditating, you are visualizing anything that you need to do or whatever falls under your perception of it. You'll be doing astrology, doing an astrology chart for your business or numerology. So trying to comprehend the energy that connects you to this business and to facilitate your desire to happen. Focus on doing the research that you need to do right now. If you are thinking of launching anything new, it doesn't matter whether it's a book, a workshop, a business, even a relationship. If you want to manifest a relationship, do the research, Figure out what do you need to do. And third, take care of your body. I see a lot of you having a lot of fun with new clothes, getting compliments about your looks. It feels that maybe you're not going to feel on top of the world right away, but in the last 3 months of this year, you are going to end up feeling on top of the world, Virgo. So for some of you, I see a great deal of luck in relationships. You have learned through each and every relationship anything that you needed to learn. You are releasing some of these karmic relationships that felt intense. A karmic relationship either goes very, very well, it's meant to be, or it ends up affecting you so much, so deeply in a negative way. So this is the energy where you let go of those relationships that affect you in such a negative way, because it is connected to karma. So your karma, when it comes to relationships of any kind, is now shifting for the better. You are going to end up connecting in some ways with situation and people that are going to be more benevolent in your life, that are going to add to your life and not taking away from it. So I hope that this is making sense to Virgo. If you'd like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac, and the link for that, for those of you who are interested, is posted down here below. It is the Vimeo link posted down here below in the show more description box. Email me for a private reading at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Bye for now.